people, my parents, I was going to get a meal at Waffle House, but in reality, like, I'm thinking this is going to be my last meal. I love Waffle House. No one knew. I basically set everything up to where after Waffle House, that was going to be it, and then there would be stuff left for the people that cared about me. I'd had an awful day. Waffle House has always been one of my favorite restaurants on the planet. It's open 24/7. Like, if Waffle House is closed, that means like the world's in, and it's always open. And I knew it was open on Christmas. Came to Waffle House, and it was slam packed inside Waffle House. I'm talking, this place was bumping on Christmas. It's the only thing open. People were trying to get food, and since I came alone, I knew it was going to take a while for me to sit down. And so I asked this random guy, I'm like, hey man, if we a party of two, we'll get to sit down. That's our pay for your meal. And he was like, in his mid-30s. And he was like, yeah, sure. So I got him. We sit down at this table right over there. He starts dumping all his life issues on me. Like, starts dumping everything that he's going through. He's like, my wife's divorcing me. She's taking my kids. She's taking all this blah blah. I'm trying to run away from my problems one last time, and I got somebody else dumping their problems on me. Like, it was awful. And I remember just kind of not paying attention to this guy, just eating my chocolate chip waffle on my All-Star special. Kind of nervous. I'm just thinking, I can't wait to get out of here and get this over with. As he's just going in, just talking, and I'm just not listening. He says one thing that God used to change the course of my destiny. This one phrase this guy said, not even about Jesus, didn't say anything about God. He was talking about his wife, losing his wife to divorce, and he goes, I love my wife, and she doesn't feel the same about me. There's no growth in a relationship if the love isn't mutual. And when he said that, it was like all of time stopped. And for a split second, all of the head knowledge I'd ever learned anything in Bible class, all these Bible verses I learned when I was a little kid going to vacation Bible school at church, little stuff I heard here and there about Jesus, the real Jesus, time stopped. And like a cinematic film reel, just panning thoughts in my brain. I'm hearing Bible verse scriptures I've never even read before in my life in my brain. And I'm finally hearing the words and the affirmation that I had searched for in my addictions and in my sin cycles that left me empty every time after I did them. The one thing I never tried is Jesus. And all I hear is that I love you. And that I actually care about you. And I'm sitting in this Waffle House chair, these scriptures popping in my brain. And I realized when that guy said there's no growth in a relationship if the love isn't mutual, I realized the only reason that I hadn't experienced God's love was he really loves me. I just never gave myself the opportunity to love him back. And a lot of people look at God and they look at it as transactional. They don't experience the real Jesus. Like, God isn't a distant God that just wants to be a genie that answers your problems when you have an issue. He wants to be involved. All those times I was growing up, he wants to hear how you feel. Like, he wants to be involved in your life. He wants to speak to you. He wants to know the ins and outs. Even though Jesus is all-knowing, he wants to know how your breakfast was. He wants you to ask him what to wear to school that day, what to wear to work that day. He wants you to ask him whether to turn left or right when you're just driving around listening to music. It was a real relationship, not a cage of rules. So I'm bawling my eyes out, and this guy was freaking out because he thought he said something that offended me. And I just threw the money down on the table, my cash for the building. I walked out, and I got in my truck, and I just said, God, for real, take away my anxiety and depression. And since December 25th of 2020, I haven't had anxiety or depression. God set me free of my addiction to explicit videos, and that night, instead of taking my life, I gave my life to somebody who wanted it.